Hello, Fear the Cat here. Welcome to another episode of Let's Play. I was a teenage Exocolonist. Have we already talked to you? Yeah, we don't have. It's going to be a while before I have 80 of those. I have 61, so I suppose it doesn't matter that much. If I do more sports ball, which seems like the best way to do this. So you've heard Security Chief Rat is on the lookouts, that is, for kids to chill on top of the walls all the afternoon and count Xenos. Sounds way better than going to class. He gives you a once over, eyes narrowed. Alright, he says, look over there at the end of the field. What does that sign say? See, if I had lower toughness, I'm not 100% certain, but I think that option would be blanked out. Don't know how my toughness affects my eyesight, but apparently it does. You can read the sign easy. It says if you can read this, your eyesight is 20/20. Oh, what a weird sign. What does that mean? Rat nods in approval. Good, you pass. Come back here next month. I'll put you on the roster. Rotor, even. I don't know what I meant by roaster. Never mind. Don't think I probably can't do much better than that. I don't want to waste these because I've only got 2 of them. I'm just going to push through. Now it's up to 64. You wake to the sound of your parents arguing in hushed tones, clearly trying not to disturb you. You blink away the sleep from your eyes, eventually remembering, wait, isn't today your 13th birthday? Where's your birthday cuddles? Your parents always make a big deal about your birthday. You peek out through the privacy curtain on your bank and listen in on their argument. You're being unreasonable, your mum says. Solana is a teenager now. You have to give her the opportunity to take calculated risks or she'll start acting out. That's just what being a teenager is. Going off into the wilderness isn't a calculated risk, your dad replies. It's too dangerous. It's weird to hear your parents arguing. If they ever disagree, they sort out quietly or go to meditation. This time they sound really upset. It's unsettling. You don't need to. They glance at you. Your mum holds up her hand to silence you and goes back to talking. Geranium, she grates. You've said yourself that we need every person out there surveying for edible native plants. You're even going yourself. Why not our daughter? Your dad flails his hands helplessly. Because Flu, she's our daughter. It's our responsibility to keep her safe. You're not keeping anyone safe by coddling her, your mum almost shouts, and your dad flinches in shock. Solana's survival depends on her understanding this planet we're living on, so you're not doing her or the colony any favours by pretending like that's not the case. I'm tempted to go for that, but I think actually given my toughness, I'm just going to go for that instead. Oh, I do. My bravery as well. Yes, can take care of myself. You point out that you saved Tammy's dad while sneaking out, so clearly that's proof you can handle yourself. Your dad's shoulders sag as he shakes his head. You barely even know what's out there, kiddo, he mutters. Your mum's fierce expression softens. Hey Solana, sorry, it's your birthday today and here we are arguing like a pair of assholes. Happy birthday. They give you a hug. Meant to order up from the canteen and have your usual birthday breakfast, but we got talking about how Utopia's opened up positions and expeditions for kids 13 or over, and well, that's you now. Yes, right, I am actually now a teenage exocolonist instead of preteen exocolonist. The title makes sense. I suppose we'll have to let you spread your wings someday. Your father relents. I just feel better knowing you're safe here inside the colony walls. I'm not sure anyone is safe inside the colony walls, to be honest with you. Maybe more so now than during Glow, but he gives your mum a faint smile. We decided early on to let you choose your own path in life, so if you want to join the expeditions, we're behind you, just be safe. And yes, I do want to join the expeditions, certainly. And I suppose it does seem like a bit of a shame to have to waste this time, an entire month relaxing in the lounge, but I want to do the expeditions with as much stamina, as little stress as possible, because the more stress I have, the shorter the amount of time I'll be able to spend out there. And I think we can get our second mysterious stranger card out there, so look around the lounge. Some friends are here. Who do you want to hang out with? I think I already have quite a good relationship with these. I'm gonna hang out with Tangent. Tangent is quietly reading a holopad. You plop down beside her and ask her what she's reading. Multicellular biology, she says, frowning at the interruption. If you insist on sitting near me, you could at least do it quietly. Alright, perhaps Tangent wasn't the best person to sit next to. No problem. You open up your holopad and find a textbook of order of poetry to read. It's never a bad idea to do a little independent study. Though she's a little prickly, you can tell Tang appreciates the company. No, those are both 2, so I want to keep them at the moment. Yes. Alright, time to go out to do an exhibition. So yes, there's no one blocking us anymore. Yes, let's go with this. Because I think we've really already explored nearby, to be honest. When you boarded the expedition's autobus this morning, you didn't know what to expect. It trundled you and the other surveyors a few kicks north to the Prozac Plains, a flat area with cooler weather than your colony. You could barely control your excitement as you watched the landscape change. And now you're here, you're finally old enough for a real survey mission away from the colony. You greet Chief Surveyor Utopia at the depot. This here's a blast cutter, she says, handing you one. It's a tool for cutting and heating things. You can use it to make a fire, cauterize a wound, boil water, and cut some materials pretty good. Alright, you can use it for self-defense too, but I don't suggest it. Are we gonna be in danger? She makes a so-so motion with her hand. This is a quiet area, and what we're doing, we're not supposed to be in danger. We're just going to be taking notes and pictures, keeping track of all the flora and fauna we see. Just don't touch anything, unless I ask you to take a sample. Everything is potentially dangerous. We don't know much about what's going on out there, which is why we need surveyors, even young'uns like you. The Prozac Plains is a sparse region. Like you can assume from the name, you can see things from a long way off. Utopia sees you squinty at the horizon, and what are you going to do if you see something coming for you? Avoid it. Good kid, Utopia approves. patting you on the back. We don't need any trouble. Although whether or not I was being honest about that. Dees joins you. He must have come on an earlier autobus. Ah, good you're here, Utopia says, digging out another plascatter for Dees. You two greenhorns are with me for the foreseeable. Now, we don't gonna sniff each other's butts all the time out there, but I expect you all to be in yelling distance. Comms can get spotted out here. Yeah, C has a slightly crass way of saying things, but never mind. That's fine. You and Dees share knowing glances. You've both been sneaking out to explore long before you're officially allowed to. Utopia also hands you a surveying drone and shows you how to launch it. It will automatically perform local scans of wherever you go, though detailed scans still need to be done manually. When you return here to the depot, it will upload its findings to HoloNet. Your job is to cover ground, see what's out there, and so long as it isn't dangerous, record it. She slaps you on the back. Alright team, don't get yourselves killed out there, okay? Yes, so much reading. Never mind. So we're going to be encountering things, animals and so on. You stalk Chomar the light glinting off the water of a shallow circular lake when you notice some strange rocks near your feet. They're pink and red, bobbing in the shallow water of the shore. The rocks are flashing golden yellow. This one, then that one, then a pause, then that one, then the first one again. You thought it was reflected sunlight at first, but no, the rocks themselves are glowing. We're going to repeat the pattern, because I know that's the right thing to do, having played this before. You play a memory game with them, tossing the stones in the pattern they give you. You feel emotions coming from the rocks, affection, interest, gratefulness. Somehow you understand they like the contact. Are they creatures or rocks? Sometimes the lines between the two can be blurry and for autumna. They can't move, but learn about the world from creatures who pass by and touch them. Like the way animals rub to leave their scent, these rocks entice animals to play with them and leave information about the world. You get the sense that they're excited for your new scent. To what extent, you don't know. See, that's stress already, so... You almost bump into Dees. He's being so still and quiet, hunched over and looking down Little Knoll. He shushes you and points. Don't scare them. You follow his finger and see what looks like a bush shaking violently. Two bushes, actually, at opposite ends of the clearing. They're bush bobs, he says, fighting over territory. You look more closely through your holoculars. Oh, those boulders are alive. How do you know that? These strikes, if you're quiet, you can see them a lot. You watch two creatures face off, rhythmically rustling the leaves that grow out of their heads and backs. Their gangly, branch-like antennas swing over their heads as they roll up to their full heights. Even from far away, they look imposing, like agile boulders. I guess that just use your wisdom and your common sense if you haven't played this before, and it should be fairly obvious what you're supposed to do most of the time. One goes, then the other. They watch each other carefully, alternating, repeating the other's movements, trying to outdo each other. Ultimately, small, more graceful one seems to be declared the winner. The loser plops back down and shuffles away into the jungle, defeated. Okay. We have the yellow plant. I could go for that one over that side of the lake, but I'm not going to. I want to see if I can get closer to the edge of this area for now. Drifts of spark snow make this area hard to pass through. Your feet keep sinking into it and you have to work to get them free of every step. The only way forward here is through an especially deep area. Let's do this. shovel it out of the way. You actually don't have a shovel with you, but you find a bush you can sort of use like a broom to sweep the snow out of the way. The spark snow is lighter and fluffier than you were expecting. Whack it with your brush causes showers of pretty sparks and tiny popping noises. Takes ages to clear the path, but it's oddly satisfying. Hopefully the next through will appreciate your hard work. Yeah, I could go and do that, but I don't think... Yeah, I wanna see if I can get further along this path. I mean, that's probably the way you have to go if you decide to find another way around. A massive dead bushes blocks your way. Their pointy spines the size of short swords, and they look very, very sharp. I reckon I can blast my way through it, though. I'm pretty strong. Going through you, good thing you brought a blast cutter with you. Cut a hole through the bushes and set a bunch of the surrounding forest on fire while you're at it. That will teach those bushes to get in your way. Probably not what the Utopia would have wanted me to do. Setting things on fire unnecessarily, which is what I'm going to do. Yeah, I'm not going to do that for now. You're crossing a path clearing when you hear a terrible cracking, pounding sound. A bush barb bursts through the tree line, barreling straight towards you. Whatever's making a bush barb run, you're pretty sure you don't want to be on the business end of it. So I'm going to stand my ground. Because sometimes I'm going to do the thing that's not sensible. See, that was fine. Because I'm having to read, it's possible that this episode will be slightly longer. Having to read them out loud, I don't know. It depends on when I get stressed enough to have to go back, I guess. The creature powers past you, its powerful stone-like gorilla arms smashing the ground. It doesn't even seem to see you and goes around you without even looking at you. It kind of looks like a blue tortoise. You look around, but there's no sign of whatever the bush bob motivated the bush bob to run so fast. At least that's something to be grateful about. Yes. Now I have two options here, but I'm going to go for this one. You stop towards a herd of shaggy, purple-furred animals slowly meandering down a slope. You've never seen them before. we go. The creature's fur is like grass, so there must be a kind of photosynthesis, an animal that gets part of their energy from the sun. They couldn't be absorbent photosynths, bush bobs, because they've got branches growing out of their heads and backs. You check your survey journal. It says bush bobs are common here, but they're smaller, solitary creatures, so nope. And they're too small to be balneophotosynths, who don't usually leave the water. You found new species? Maybe. That would be cool. You decide to name them, just in case. You look at them through your holoculars at maximum zoom. You can kind of make out those super long jaws like Hugh's underbite. I'm going to go with, you name the species underbiter. Naming things is hard, so underbiter will have to do. You log your discovery. You're too worn out and tired to continue. You have to go home now. See, it's a big area with a lot of stuff to get through, so it's generally a good idea to do that when you're feeling pretty good. Pretty rested. Okay, let's just quickly talk to Tangent. Tangent is deep in conversation with one of the other scientists. He seems to be consoling her, though Tangent's face betrays no emotion as he claps on the shoulder and reassures her that this is doing really well for someone so young, and that everyone compromises some of their samples when they're first learning. He leaves, and Tangent sighs as she goes to put her head in her hands, stopping short when she realizes she's still wearing gloves. She peels them off and digs her fingers into her eyes. What's up, Tange? Tange grimaces. Just great. Well, I compromised the experiment I was working on because the vent was still open when I was spraying the workstation down with sanitizer. She sniffs. So gross here, she says. I probably did that fungus a favour. Tangent takes a bottle of sanitizer from under a workbench and thinks while she speaks. There are pollen spores everywhere, she whines, and he comes over here and tells me it'll be okay, Tange, like it's his job to console and patronise me. Yeah, actually I'm going to go with this, partly because I know it's what she wants to hear, and partly because saying for one so young is kind of patronising, isn't it? I mean, I can see that the guy was trying to help, certainly, but I can see this from her point of view. You both sigh in unison. I hate being young, she says bitterly. Why don't they understand that we have to have higher expectations for ourselves than they do? I need to learn from my own failures. Now, I just want to point out here that I don't know exactly what effect this has, actually, but this is the thing that's telling you your level of rebellion. Which I don't need, she continues icily, is someone to pat me on the head and tell me it's okay and the adults will make it better. I messed up, she says, just let me fix it. Don't make a big deal about it like I'm a child with a baby. Okay. I don't know how long we're going to be in here for. There might be lots of dialogue, so I'm going to end the episode there. I will see you next time.